Hi guys, and welcome to a short video on the AA gun in Battlefield 4. This is a vehicle that I have been using a lot more recently, giving a break from the tank and just going on these big kill streaks in the AA because it is absolutely dominating when it comes to killing enemy infantry. Now, you can also have a real good go at helicopters and small armoured vehicles, planes, the rest of them. But in terms of killing people on the floor, giving your team a really good chance of capping some more flags, this is the vehicle for you. Now, hopefully you're not one of those guys that likes to sit in their own base with the passive radars and the 20mm shooting down helicopters across the map. That's something that I really don't like in Battlefield 4, and I think they should do something to stop people from doing that. One, it's not really that fun because, honestly, I have tried doing something like that myself, seeing what all the fuss was about. You hardly get any kills, you hardly have anything to shoot at, you're not really helping your team at all you're doing is annoying everybody on the map. So these techniques that I'm going to give you in this video in the background shows you how you can turn this vehicle into an aggressive kill streak machine. You're going to go on massive kill streaks against enemy infantry. You're going to find yourself having a lot more fun this way, and it's something a bit different to try out on the battlefield. So first of all, my loadout, I'll pop it in the top right hand corner of the screen. You can see that I run with the Zunis and the 20mm cannons. I run with APS because obviously the AA gun's a little bit weaker, so you need that chance in order to get away from an enemy tank or LAV. And I also run with the thermal optics. This is going to help me spot any enemies, any helicopters, any infantry, whatever it is. I'm going to get the jump on them because I'll be able to see them a split second faster. Even with the patch that I know was quite a few months ago now, but even with the nerf on thermal optics, they still are, in my opinion, by far the best if you're shooting things that are close to you. One other option would be to go for the zoom optics, but I don't think that that's really necessary, as on most maps you can see everything in the air, like helicopters and things like that, with no problem at all. My biggest tip for using the AA gun is do not expose yourself for a long amount of time. As you can see in all the clips in the background, I'm racing onto an objective, shooting people and racing back off. I'm not sitting around, I'm not trying to cap an objective as much as I would if I was in a tank or anything like that. I'm using this vehicle primarily to kill other people. This game in the background, unfortunately, was not a great one to show for you guys. The fact that I did go on a fairly decent kill streak, but the fact that we were getting absolutely destroyed by the enemy. They were capping our gimme flags and then just railroading us through the map, and our team seemed obsessed on just keeping a objective, and that was it. Everyone was going there. My squad was doing a fairly decent job. We were all in vehicles in the middle of the map just trying to kill people, and we were trying our best to cap echo flag, but they were spawning there so much. There were like 20 or 30 people that we were trying to kill all at one point. It just seemed like everyone was surrounding us and our team couldn't really cap the other flags. Running with the Zunis as your secondary weapon in the AA gun is going to give you a slightly better chance of taking down an enemy tank or LAV that might have got the jump on you, might be in front of you, there's nowhere for you to go. Admittedly, you're really not going to win too many battles with this thing against enemy armor, but say for instance you roll up on a tank that's on 30 or 40 health, you might be able to kill it before it kills you, especially with the Zunis. You're not really going to have too much of a chance with the 20 or 30mm, but with the Zunis, you are going to find yourself winning more battles than if you were running something like any anti-air lock-ons. As you can see on screen now, I'm being chased by an MRAP, and I've got locks on me, so I pop my APS. The AA is so fast that that C4 MRAP thing couldn't even catch up with me, never mind blow me up. This thing is an absolute rocket on this game. You don't actually believe how fast the AA gun is. The biggest thing that I get surprised by is one time when I'm in a tank, it's on one side of the map, I roll up on it trying to take it down, and by that time it's on the other side. It always happens on Dawnbreaker to me, which is a pain, but it can fly across the map. And that's its biggest asset, alongside this 20mm anti-infantry cannon, if you like. Again, I like to run as an engineer, as always, when I'm running in vehicles. I like to run with the mechanic class, and then run with a PDW of my choice. Popped a bit of gameplay in the background just to show you the sort of gun that I like to equip. I go with an RPG over a small and the repair tool. The mechanic upgrade is really important. I have made a video about this. You'll find yourself being able to repair and all of that stuff. All the good mechanic things are going to be a lot more prominent using that perk than if you use anything else. So to summarise on the AA gun, I would suggest that you definitely give this thing a try if you haven't already, and don't use it as an anti-air vehicle, use it as an anti-infantry vehicle. Obviously if a helicopter rolls up on you or something like that, or you see one in the distance, take it down, but don't go pursuing helicopters or sitting in your base trying to shoot them down. Go after the infantry on flags. This thing will destroy using the 20mm and the Zuni rockets, and as long as you got your APS to prevent you getting that sneaky shot and just putting your APS on before you get that critical hit, you find yourself being able to stay alive a lot longer on flags. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. If you want to see some more things on the AA gun, like maybe a more in-depth video on some guides and tips and tricks, let me know down in the comments. Thank you guys, as always, for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.